neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go.
Geis with a carry on second down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Royce Freeman. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Based on travel. Sponge. No. Check. Deep rip.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, wahoo! What we got? Right there. Shoot!
From midfield, here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
General West.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Freeman. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Undercrunch. Wall. Get wall. Hey, ball.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
132 fighter. Hey, Sam off. Smooth.
On 1st down, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
18. 57, Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Going deep here for Landry. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They can't hang with that. Ready?
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check 3. X3. 218, chopper. Kill. Check 5.
Here we go with Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 23-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trubisky will throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got some room at the 30. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check safety.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Delta. Mike spot 4. Record. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't got nothing. Hey, exit. Right there. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He wants it all for the end. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score.